In the 1950s and 60s, family associations began to form and advocate for children with disabilities. Advocacy groups brought the needs of the children with the disabilities to public awareness. Federal funds were allocated to create and develop methods of working with children with disabilities. Many legislations were passed. Two specific laws were passed for teachers and professionals that worked with students with mental disabilities. These legislations were PL 85 in 1958 and PL 86 in 1959. In 1961, the Teachers of the Deaf Act was enacted. This was training teachers to work specifically with the deaf and the hard of hearing. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy created the President's Panel on Mental Retardation. Recommendations were that there was needed to be federal aid to the states. In 1965, Lyndon B. Johnson signed the Elementary and Secondary Education Act, PL 89, the State Schools Act, PL 89-313. This granted funds to assist in the education of children with disabilities. The Handicapped Children's Early Education Assistance Act of 1968, PL 90, allocated funds for early intervention to educate children with disabilities. There were, of course, court decisions that led to these decisions to establish the responsibilities of each state to educate their children with disabilities. These two court decisions were the Pennsylvania Association for Retarded Citizens, or PARC, versus Commonwealth of Pennsylvania of 1971, and the Mills versus the Board of Education of the District of Columbia in 1972. Advocacy groups saw this as a way to have access to public education for children with disabilities.